Okay. So we're going to take these screws out of here. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to drill these out. This is a new board. I'm going to drill these out and then fill it with epoxy. And there will be no screws in the final deck. That's the plan. And these are kind of some of the test boards. I got all these boards are done. I'm just prepping the surface for this. So let's see how this goes. I've drilled in here multiple times before, so. And I'm going to drill down through the deck core. You can see some of that cork coming out. Let's vacuum this. There's some tear out. Now if it's a breezy day, you gotta have the vacuum ready. Now will this fit in there? Tear out. Okay. So let's mix some epoxy. So I just kind of use this stir stick to kind of lap up some of this and then put in here like this. Just be patient, don't pour it all on there. Now sometimes this finds a place to go. You can kind of see it building up. Yeah, there we go. I don't want to fill it too high because I want to put the bung in there. And just kind of wait for it to flow off of there. I use a Sailboat high performance epoxy. Seems to work pretty good, and I like the pumps. But to be honest, it's mostly about the pumps. Okay. We're gonna have some left over here because we have these holes too. So these, where the old deck screws came out, what I did was I drilled out the hole into the deck core and then filled all those. And then when I put the new screws in, they're not in the same place. I didn't really try to make it the same. And so consequently, they're in different places. But what this means is that there's more strengthening the deck, because this deck leaked quite a lot, and so more of these adhesion points where the epoxy goes through the deck is going to be positive. And yes, occasionally it does. It leaked water, before I started, so the epoxy has traveled inside. Hasn't wreaked too much havoc, but still inside. Okay, so let's see if we can get these bungs in there. All right. Just kind of. That's pretty darn good. Let's get a little more here to cover up my boo-boo. And then a little over the very top. Now this is going to get sanded. but that will seal the very top there. Well, there we go. Looks pretty good actually. Vacuum first. Well, we are going ahead. Yeah. No, there's a little tear out. A lot. I don't have a vehicle right now, so I'd have to take the lift to go get a different drill bit. So we're gonna put a few more in, just like this. Alright, we had to move the camera a little bit because the leg was in the way of the board. And check this board. It's warped. Let's see what we got here. Okay. Poop it out. That's what we want. Like a good poop out. Getting the poop out. Gotta move this over. Alright, still got a lot of wet epoxy here, but we can get some of this on here. You want to be careful not to get it down in between because that can affect the adhesion of the sealant that you're going to use between the boards. But yeah. But you don't want to leave it too long. Get a little bit of mildew going. If you leave these exposed unfinished, even some of the pretty good ones will get a little surface mildew going. So now this, these woods, a lot of people are going to say these are not the correct woods. Some of them are. And I'm making it myself. And these pieces can be replaced. But this is black locust, which is a good wood for outdoor use, marine application. This is mahogany. This is apatong. And this is padauk. And out of all of these, the padauk is probably the least, has the least longevity. But I like working with it. I'm gonna use a different wood. I think Iroko on the front deck. So it's gonna be a little different. I'll have to get the information. Although I got fairing that's drying right now.
Yeah. Go for it. I'm gonna take a walk.
Go up on that hill.
Well, I was gonna go up to the Piedmont Deli.
Oh, in town.
Yeah.
It's cool there.
Huh?
It's cool there.
Yeah, it's what, like 15 minute walk?
Yeah, maybe 20. It can be windy too, like hell over on the corner over there. I mean, and it's going to be right today is why, I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it is what it is.
That is true. All right. Well, we got more in here. And then we got the sealant in. And I'll pull this off tomorrow. Should be pretty good. This surface has been scraped really good. And tomorrow, when we did all this here, see how many yeah, so I'm gonna put epoxy over the top of this. After I sand this, then I'll do epoxy, and then I'll rough the epoxy, and then I'll put primer, and then I'll put a paint that's designed for boats and make it real shiny. It's kind of nice out. It's kind of bright over there.